So the fact that there are so many Yakuza games that are coming to the Xbox platform is absolutely astounding. I thought for the longest that Yakuza was going to remain a PlayStation exclusive franchise, and then it ended up getting ported to PC, and then little by little within the beginning of this year, it started coming to Xbox. And we've gotten Yakuza 0, Kiwami, Kiwami 2, and now we're going to be having, towards the end of the year, next year, we're going to be having Yakuza 7 or Yakuza Like a Dragon, also going to be available on Xbox One as well as Xbox Series X. I trip up saying that. It's also going to be on PS4, 5, Steam, whatnot. It's just the fact that Yakuza is now on every platform, except Nintendo Switch, which kind of shocked it's not on a Nintendo Switch. It should be at some point, but whatever, I digress. Guys, today we're going to be reviewing Yakuza Kiwami 2 for Xbox One. I'm really grateful to Sega for sending me a review copy of the game so I can cover it. As you guys know, I'm a huge Yakuza fan, and yeah, we're going to be talking about this on Xbox One as far as like variations and differences between like the PlayStation 4 version, the Xbox One version. Honestly, it's the same across the board. It's just a great game overall. But let's go ahead and get into the review of it, of Yakuza Kiwami 2 for the Xbox One. Yakuza Kiwami 2 is like the first Kiwami. So basically that means it's built from the ground up. And it's a remake of the original Yakuza 2, which was released on the PlayStation 2 back in 2006. Now, it continues the crime-ridden adventures of Kiryu Kazuma, the Dragon of Dojima. And it has a very compelling story. It's got a lot of addicting minigames, bizarre side quests, and a wide cast of characters from reality to fantasy. You know, a lot of realistic environments to explore and kick-ass action, all wrapped up into one. Similar to how Kiwami takes from the mechanics of Yakuza 0, Kiwami 2 utilizes the Dragon engine that was introduced in Yakuza 6. Now, beginning after the events of Yakuza Kiwami, circa 2006, Kiryu and young Haruka find themselves at the graves of three major characters from the last game. Through a series of intricate and detailed flashbacks, Yakuza Kiwami 2 offers an extensive summary of what occurred in the previous game and how Haruka came into Kiryu's charge, a relationship that would also carry through all of the main 6 games in the series. After the newest Tojo clan chairman is assassinated, Kiryu takes it upon himself to visit Sotenbori, the home turf of their rivals, the Omi Alliance, in a bid to broker peace and prevent an all-out war. Yakuza Kiwami 2 shares the same form and function as Yakuza 6, the Song of Life. That's because the game was rebuilt using the new Dragon engine, giving it all the flash, flare, and distinct gameplay mechanics seen in the most recent game. As Kiryu, you'll wander the neon-soaked and restaurant-lined streets of Kamurocho and Sotenbori, a fictionalized city in Osaka that previously served as Majima's stomping grounds in Yakuza 0. Defeating enemies is as easy as stringing together punches and kicks and throws to knock down their health bars, and while random objects such as street signs, bicycles, pots, safety cones, and a collection of standard melee weapons can be used to add a little flair to the fights. It's a lot of fun, and each successful hit builds up your heat meter that adds fun and dynamic combat options, and instead of just kicking someone in the face with Kiryu's nice shoes, you can pick up a safety comb and bash it against their head. Weapons and everyday objects can trigger special animations when the heat gauge is active. Not only do these special actions look fun and silly, they also deplete a significant amount of health, making them useful when dealing with boss characters. The most heavily touted feature added to Yakuza Kiwami 2 is a new mini-campaign featuring fan favorite Goro Majima, the Mad Dog of Shimano. As you complete chapters in the game, you'll unlock these bonus vignettes that can be played from the main menu. Majima does not level up or unlock any moves, and the real reason to play this is for another glimpse into the mind of Majima. So if you were into his story in Yakuza 0 and you want to know Makoto and him, what transpired over the last, say, 19 or so years, then this is gonna clear up that story for you and close off that what if. The only carryover from this campaign to Kiryu's story is by earning enough money to leave gifts to be used in the main story. The story seen from Majima's perspective follows what he was doing before the events of the game, and a chance for him to revisit some of the locales and people that we met in Yakuza 0. Unfortunately, if you were hoping for a full-on campaign like in 0 with Majima, then you're going to be disappointed because the Majima chapters are a bit on the short side. And with as much content as Yakuza Kiwami 2 has to offer, it was really hard to put down, and it just constantly made me want to come back to it again and again and again. It's a very solid game that any fan or newcomer could definitely enjoy playing through, and especially if you played through Yakuza 0 and then Yakuza Kiwami as the first games, then you're definitely going to go into Yakuza Kiwami 2 and definitely enjoy it. You're getting a solid, full, basically brand new game in the sense of it's built from the ground up with a lot more new things and nuances. So for $49.99, you can't go wrong. You'll get a solid 30 hours and just enjoying story content, not including any side quests. And this game has so much more to offer.
And with that being said, I hope you guys pick it up. If you got an Xbox One, I hope you go and pick up Yakuza Kiwami 2. If you got Game Pass, you can pick up the other Yakuza games, and it's just awesome. I mean, it's also available on, as of the time of this recording, it's available on Xbox Game Pass as well. But you know, if you don't want to do Game Pass and you want to own it yourself, you really can't go wrong picking it up. It's a great value, great game. Just overall just phenomenal, and I again want to thank Sega for sending me a review copy of it. So what are your thoughts on it? Did you like Yakuza Kiwami 2? Have you played it on PlayStation 4? Have you played it on PC? Are you playing it for the first time on Xbox One? Whatever your thoughts are, let's get the conversation going down below. And with that being said, guys, I'm Mekel Kasanova, Hawaii content creator, host of Hawaii's #1 podcast, the Kasanova Podcast. I stream every week on Twitch, so twitch.tv/Mekel Kasanova. Catch me over there. Primarily streaming, you know, Final Fantasy 14, but also occasionally retro fighting games and modern stuff. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Deuces, wow. Be safe, you know, especially during the pandemic we got going on now. And with that being said, guys, happy gaming.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. Congratulations. And since you made it here, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you enjoyed it. You can always check out mekelkasanova.com. If you want to support the content, we've got Patreon, as well as channel memberships and super chats. And with that being said, this is Mekel Kasanova. I enjoy you guys. I hope you have a great one. Mahalo, and see you next time.